Hi, good afternoon. My name is Francis Xavier and I'm recording this from my home in Singapore on behalf of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators as the current president of the organization. First of all, as you know, the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators was founded in 1915. It currently has 16,000 members in more than 150 countries across the globe. The Chartered Institute is the leading training, accreditation, and professional body for dispute avoidance, resolution, and management. Now, I want to share with the practitioners in the Russian Federation and beyond. Do come, if you're not already a member, do come and join us and be active in our events, in our membership body. We welcome you. We've already had in the last few years, in the last several years, we've already had trainings being conducted in Moscow, arbitration training being conducted in Moscow. There are also efforts to form the first branch or chapter in Moscow, get involved in that. Just to share with you some of the events or planned events that we are working on at the moment. The first is we're going to have the first ever global conference, a biannual global conference will be held in Singapore in November 2021. As chair of the host committee, I welcome you to come and join us in Singapore next year. In fact, be part of the many panels that will be hosted, which will discuss key issues concerning ADR, be they mediation, arbitration, adjudication, or other forms of ADR that confront practitioners and end users all across the globe. The second thing I want to talk about is ISDS, Investor State Dispute Settlement. As you know, there's widespread dissatisfaction with the current regime, and many argue that there needs to be, at a multilateral level, comprehensive reform of many areas in ISDS, including ISDS inefficiency, predictability of decisions, and integrity of the arbitrator appointment process. Just taking predictability, for instance, what you're having currently is that you have many tribunals all across the globe, many of which are not transparent because they're confidential. The proceedings are confidential. So these many tribunals are hearing disputes involving the often encountered issues in ISDS involving jurisdiction of the tribunal, powers of the tribunal, and so on. And what you're having at the end of the day are very diametrically opposed, drastically different decisions, sometimes even on very similar facts. And so the lack of predictability and certainty is not a good feature of the current system. So the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators is lending its voice to UNCITRAL Working Group 3, where we hope to make a difference in the deliberations. And we very much welcome, other views from you as to what we should be doing or sharing there. The last thing I want to talk about is one issue that we're currently looking at is the lack of an overarching regime of ethical duties, norms, obligations on the part of, take arbitration for instance, on the part of arbitrators, counsel, and arbitration end users. Now, this is a serious lacuna. We hope to work with the major arbitral bodies and to promulgate a code that would be acceptable across jurisdictions, which can then be implemented to ensure that widely accepted and expected ethical norms in the process of arbitration is adhered to and complied with. Right? That's all I want to say about the what we are doing at the moment. If you have any views or suggestions as to what else we should be looking at, reach out to me. But in the meantime, we look forward to, if you're not already a member, to you joining us and making your presence felt with us. In these difficult or challenging times of the reign of the virus, I wish you and your loved ones safe passage through this pandemic. You may be familiar that the InterPacific Bar Association is an association of commercial and business lawyers who have a keen interest in the Asia-Pacific region, and of course beyond. We also deal with issues in America, Latin America, Middle East, but our primary focus is in the Asia-Pacific. And as you know, trade between CIS and Russia in the last few years has been rising dramatically, exploding even, and is due to escalate further in the years to come. We would welcome you, if you're not already a member. We have quite a number of Russian and CIS members in the association, but if you're not, do come and join us if you wish to enlarge your circle of friendship in the Asia-Pacific region and beyond. We have, as I've said, 1,700 members in more than 70 countries, and we welcome your presence. And this is to tell you that the annual conference this year is scheduled to be held in Shanghai between the 18th to 21st of October. On behalf of incoming President-elect Jack Lee, who is the chair of the Shanghai Host Committee, I look forward to welcoming you together with Jack at the Shanghai conference. In the meantime, do feel free to reach out to me or to Jack and the host committee should you have any questions. In the meanwhile, stay safe and stay strong. Thank you. Bye-bye.